boys and girls, it's Miss Millerick. This is your last video lesson from me about science for the school year. So I decided that we would combine science and engineering. Last week, we were focusing on investigating the sun and its effects on the earth. And you guys did this investigation, whether you did it with me or whether you did it on your own. You would have found that some of these items melted in the sunlight and some of them did not. The one that definitely melted in the sunlight was the ice cube, right? And we already know from learning about solid, liquids, and gases that ice is just frozen water. So we knew that depending on its temperature, the ice cube would melt. Today's investigation is going to combine the ice cube, the sun, its warming effects, and colors. Because believe it or not, all colors of the rainbow, even white and black, they all react differently to the sun's light and its warming effects. So we will be making predictions, observing, drawing our observations, and recording what happens. Afterwards, your follow-up activity will be an engineering project. You have to build a structure. So let's go get started. So first I'll let you know about the materials that you need. You need a white piece of paper and a black piece of paper. I have construction paper. And then 2 Ziploc baggies. And then these worksheets as well. I'm going to show you how to use them, but you don't have to use them if you don't want to. That's the after the investigation what happened. So I'm going to open the Ziploc baggies because we need to put 1 ice cube inside of each of them. And if you decide to carry out this investigation at your house, it's okay if your ice cubes look different than mine. You'll still be able to see the same types of observations. It'll just be shaped a little bit differently. So I have these like semicircle, semi-spheres, half-sphere ice cubes. I'm going to make sure that I zip them up good, and now I'm going to head outside where it's sunny out. All right, so I have all of my materials. I'm gonna set it up, the black piece of paper and the white right next to it. And they're going to get the same amount of sunlight. And then I will put 1 of the Ziploc bags with ice cube on the white paper and the other one on the black piece of paper. So before we head inside and let the ice cubes sit in the sun for a little while, we have to observe what they look like at the moment before the sun is affecting them. So I'm going to look really closely at the ice cube on the black piece of paper and draw it. And I'm using a pen. I'm just going to do a quick pick. Hopefully you guys, if you decide to do this part, hopefully you put, more effort into it and carefully observe. Miss Millerick is just showing you how to use the recording sheet if you choose to use it. So I'm drawing that ice cube exactly how I see it, and I'll do the same thing for the ice cube that's on the white piece of paper. I'm going to draw it exactly how I see it. Trying to make it look 3D, and I'm going to label that's the ice cube and that's the ice cube. And then it says, which one do you think will melt first? I'm not going to write my prediction because I've done this investigation before. I know which one is going to melt first. But if you want to make a prediction, you would do it right now. All right, so it's just been a couple of minutes. I want to show you a little update. It looks like, the white ice cube is pretty much the same as it was a few minutes ago. Oh, and the black ice cube definitely looks smaller in shape, and it does look like it's melted quite a bit. You could see some of the liquid water at the bottom of the bag. So I'll go inside and I will let the ice cube sit for a couple more minutes, about 10 more minutes. All right, here's the final observation. Looking really closely at that white ice cube. Okay, so it has melted a little bit. You can see some water vapor and some liquid water in the bag. About the ice cube that was on the black piece of paper. Oh, it got even smaller. Look at it. It's floating in a big puddle of water now. So if we go to the post-observation sheet, what happened? I'm going to draw my observations now. Remember, I'm just doing quick picks. So I'm drawing the ice cube that sat on the black piece of paper, and it's way smaller, lots of water in the bag. And now I'll draw the ice cube that was on the white piece of paper. You know, it's still a full ice cube, but there was a little bit of melting that I'll draw. So which one melted first? The black. And that's because darker colors absorb sunlight and lighter colors reflect sunlight. So if you look, this is a really great demonstration of how it works. The black t-shirt is taking the sunlight in and getting really hot, and the white t-shirt is bouncing the sunlight away. So the white t-shirt will not be as warm. So now that we know a little bit about the sun's effects on different colors, why don't we brainstorm how we would protect this ice cube or even ourselves, right? On a really warm, bright lit sunny day, what would we do to protect ourselves from that sunlight, from melting? This is a time-lapse video, so it shows an ice cube melting over time. It doesn't actually happen this quickly. But if we did want to protect this ice cube from melting, what could we do? Pretty cool, huh? Well, we could build a shade structure, and that's exactly what your follow-up activity is going to be, is building a shade structure for the ice cube. So if you grab this worksheet, it says design and build a model of a structure that will reduce the warming effect of sunlight on an area. And then it says what materials did you use? So I have purple, orange, and green recycled paper and tape. And I need to decide what will I use to build this little model structure for the ice cube. Which color paper will I use? Well, I think that I'm going to use the orange and the green paper because the purple paper it's a darker color. And what I know now about dark colors like black and navy and purple is that they warm up faster than lighter colors. So I'm writing down that I'm going to use the green and orange paper, and I will also use tape. Simple materials. You can use whatever you want. So I just quickly assembled something. I folded the orange paper in half, and I put the green piece of paper on the bottom, and I used the tape on the sides. I'm going to put the ice cube inside of that little tent. There's the top of it. And we'll head outside. I'll slide the ice cube that barely melted from the white paper underneath the shade structure, and now it will be protected from the warming effect of sunlight. Pretty cool. I hope you guys have fun building yours. Of course, you will record how you built your structure, and then I also would like you to draw a picture of your structure when you're done. Have fun, my little scientists and engineers!